Hey, my real estate family, Elgin here, eXp Realty, Elgin and Paul Walker team. And I was talking about something last week, and I want to focus on it again, and hopefully really get you guys to understand. And I'm pushing this because I went a lot of years and didn't understand this. That as real estate people, and an awful lot of the times when we come into this business, we're not taught that business. We're not taught that this is a business. A lot of us do not come from a business background when we get into real estate. We come in with other backgrounds. I didn't. I did not come in with a business background when I got into real estate. And you come in with a different mentality. You don't even come in as an entrepreneur. You don't generally come in looking at real estate and you just think about getting a lot of money and looking and showing pretty houses and things like that. For whatever it is for you. And I'm speaking even on myself. These are the things that happened to me when I first got into real estate because that was kind of the way real estate was taught. Nowadays, there are at least opportunities for you to improve yourself and your knowledge, both your sales skills and your business knowledge that just weren't evolved or there for us then. Even some of the great training that we had really involved more sales skills, not business skills. And I will give the trainer Mike Ferry, for those of you that know Mike or know of his trainings, that he was the first trainer that I spoke with that actually talked about real estate as a business. And that really changed my thought pattern toward real estate. So here's a couple of things, and I'm going to just keep them a couple of short nuggets, and we'll talk about this topic again. Is number one is that if you have a business, and in this case, your business is in real estate. See, real estate is what your business is about. Helping customers is what your business is about. But that is a business. And you have to understand that a business is supposed to make a profit. Your business is supposed to make a profit, and your business should have some structure to it. Your business should not be, and mine was for years, just, I'll get a deal here, I'll figure it out, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. You need to have some systems in place, which again, that's not my strong point. I'm much better to have to learn. There's some people that have some great systems that actually worked, and their business was better than my business because they understood and handled that part of the business better. So here's a couple of things, though, that you need to remember. Is that number one is that at the end of the day, you have gross margins versus what your net is. And what I mean by gross margins, I mean this. Just because you are making a certain amount of money a month, just because you are showing a certain amount of sales and you make 10,000, 20,000, 2,000, 3,000, whatever it is that you've made on that gross sale, it's not about that. It's about how much at the end of the day did you bring home? How much did it cost you to get that sale? What do I mean by that? Where'd you get the lead from? Was the lead a referral? Did you pay a referral fee? Did it come from Zillow? Did it come from Google? What is it? How did you generate that lead so that you can duplicate it and get those leads over? And at the end of the day, after you pay your assistants, your taxes, anything that you pay on that, what is your net? What is it that your bring home is? What is it that you have to save, invest, and or spend realistically? So you have to know these things. You have to have a profit and loss. You kind of have to have an idea of what you're doing with this stuff, even if it is not your best of strength, because if you don't know or have these numbers handy, all you really are doing is you just have a really inflated job. You don't have a business. How many of us have looked at businesses and small businesses that have brick and mortars? And you just know that unfortunately they're probably not going to make it. That they're just not generating a profit. Well, just because you don't have a brick and mortar, or you may not be responsible for a store or a lease or something like that, just because you're quote unquote a realtor associate, a realtor, and you're working for a broker, and your broker provides those things, or you're with the cloud-based broker and you're doing your own thing with it. Whatever the case may be, the principles still are the same. So you need to look at how you generate leads and how much it costs you to generate those leads. You got to look at converting those leads, And after the conversion of those leads, you have to look at how much money is it that you bring home at the end of the day. Who cares if you did 40 or $50 million in real estate gross sales, and at the end of the day, you come back and you've made, 10, 15% profit. I mean, to compare to some people, 10 to 15% profit is great, but do you really want to work hard and do all that it takes to sell 20, 30, $40 million of real estate a year, and at the end of the day, you have 10 or 15% profit? See, that doesn't sound appealing to me as far as moving how you want your business to move forward. Sounds real good for the ego. It's great on Facebook and Instagram, YouTube. You're a sensation, but are you a broke sensation? I don't know. These are questions to ask yourself. So we're going to do a lot of things on business, real estate people. We're going to stand on business, as the term is now. And let's talk about it. Look forward to the next video, and take care.